minutes ago, we just did this drill where we had the left in front and the right in back, and they both went anti-spin, and they switched positions. So the left across the bottom, right across the top, yes. Now, instead of continuing the anti-spin, reverse your arms. So the left spins in spin across the bottom and the right across the top, and you go back to where you started. So what you're really doing is you're practicing the anti-spin with the left on bottom, right on top, and then instead of going in the anti-spin, continuing the anti-spin, reverse the direction of the arms. So it's anti-spin, then reverse the arms. Anti-spin, then the easier in-spin. Anti-spin, then the easier in-spin. Anti-spin, in-spin. Anti-spin, in-spin. Anti-spin, in-spin. Or another way to think about it is the left is always on bottom and the right is always on top. So if we just did the left arm and we started here in the front, it's anti-spin to the back, in-spin to the front. Anti-spin to the back, in-spin to the front. Anti-spin and big swing. Anti-spin, big swing, reverse. Anti-spin, big spin, reverse. Boosh. And remember you're an underhand, not overhand. So it's front, down and back, and then in-spin to the front. Down and back, and in-spin to the front. Down and back, and in-spin to the front. Down and back, in-spin. 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 And remember to do a full extension so that your arm goes all the way up to horizontal, bottom, horizontal, bottom, horizontal. So you get a nice full motion as opposed to sort of this like super speedy wimpy cap like this, which technically is correct, but it's definitely not the same range of motion and aesthetic as this big full motion is. Where you start in the front, and we'll go 5, 6, 7, anti-spin, in-spin, 5, 6, 7, and anti-spin, in-spin, 5, 6, 7, and anti-spin, in-spin, 5, 6, 7, and anti-spin, in-spin, 5, 6, 7, 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 anti-spin, in-spin, and 5, 6, 7, anti-spin, in-spin, and let's put the arm down. You're starting in the back, going anti-spin to the front, and then in-spin to the back. Anti-spin to the front, and then in-spin to the back. Anti-spin to the front, 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 in-spin to the back. Now let's try and connect it. So you go anti-spin, immediately reverse, and then in-spin back. And 5, 6, 7. Anti-spin, reverse to in-spin, 5, 6, 7, and go. Anti-spin, reverse, and 5, 6, 7, and go. Anti-spin, reverse, and 5, 6, 7, go. Anti-spin, reverse, 5, 6, 7, go. Anti-spin, reverse, 5, 6, 7. Last time, anti-spin, reverse. Let's start with the left in front, the right in back. And then the left will go, so remember, left is on bottom, right's on top. The left will cross, they'll both go in anti-spin, left bottom, right top. Anti-spin, the other position. And then you'll go in-spin, left on bottom, right on top, back to where you started. So it's an anti-spin, reverse, in-spin, reverse, 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 anti-spin. Did you go across the top with both of them? I think you did. I think they both went up. Well, no, that's cool, because if you did that, then you did this. You did, which is just another cap.